You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Jerod Mayo. That's right, the failed DEI hire of a head coach that recently got his tail run off by Robert Kraft and the New England Patriots. The Patriots saw an obvious route to upgrade, and now that you see the coaching staff that has been assembled for the New England Patriots, you just sit back and go, there's no question that this was 110% the right decision to get rid of Jerod Mayo. Now, of course, there were a lot of stories that came out, a lot of stories during the season. He was constantly walking back things that he said. There was confusion over players starting, getting benched. You name it. There was a ball game that was won at the end of the year that was completely worthless, cost them the number 1 overall pick, which now looks like everybody thought Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter might fall. You know, that would be the pick that they had, and then they thought, well, at 4 we'll get Abdul Carter, and now he looks like the number 1 overall pick. Very possibly. That was disastrous. Well, here we are, and to say this doesn't surprise me, and right now this is in the rumor stage, but it's a rumor from a guy that has been on New England radio a few times that I've noticed at least once. I've heard him recently, maybe this week, on New England radio, talking about different various things involving New England sports. Now, keep in mind, suing NFL owners and clubs, not a great way to get another job. Calling the NFL and owners racist, not a great way to get another job. I fully believe it. And look, I'm a person that absolutely believes Brian Flores is a good head coach and would already have another job had he not decided to call the NFL a bunch of racists and the owners a bunch of racists, all right? I mean, why even begin to take a chance and hire somebody like that if they perform poorly and you have to terminate them? You're going to get sued. So, no, I just won't hire you to begin with. All of this got off to a great stop last year when Jerod Mayo, in his introductory press conference, decided to stop his owner, Robert Kraft, and go on a rant about racism.
I do see color because I believe if you don't see color, you can't see racism. And whatever happens, black, white, disabled person, I've always, even someone with disabilities, I always, for the most part, people are like, when they're young, they kind of make the spot hot. Younger people know what that means. But what I would say is, no, I want you to be able to go up to those people and really understand those people. So it goes back to whatever it is, black, white, yellow, it really doesn't matter, but it does matter so we can try to fix the problem.
Okay, and people wonder why I call this guy a DEI hire. He was an inside linebackers coach, got promoted all the way up to head coach. It should have never. And unfortunately for Jerod, look, yeah, it worked out poorly for you. And you probably were not put in the greatest place to succeed. I can acknowledge that. You didn't have the experience for the job. But you also seemed very immature about your job. That Thundercat, Thunder Buddy, whatever rant he went on about him and Robert Kraft, that wasn't professional. You sit here today as a New England Patriots fan, and you've got Terrell Williams as your DC. You got Josh freaking McDaniels as your OC, and you got Mike Vrabel as your head coach. You got Springer staying on as your special teams coordinator. I mean, this team is, and there's rumors that you're hiring Doug Marrone, who is like next to Dante Scarnecchia, maybe the best overall offensive line mind in the business, Bill Callahan being the other. I mean, what a massive get. This coaching staff looks unbelievable right now. It's obviously now was the right decision to make for Robert Kraft. I said you should have hired Mayo or you should have hired Jim Harbaugh or Mike Vrabel last year and just bought Jerod Mayo out on the spot. I think everything should have changed when Vrabel hit the market, when Harbaugh hit the market. Otherwise, you're not doing your fan base justice. It's malpractice by Robert Kraft. So, breaking news, and guys, this is in the rumor stage right now, but we'll see. Drama in Foxborough. Sources tell me that Jerod Mayo is not going quietly, and his side is doing everything possible to go after Kraft. Jerod Mayo feels he has been done dirty and wants to take down the owner. Legal is now involved, and this is just a mess. I expect details to come out soon. Okay, so that would make you believe that Robert Kraft is about to get sued. And with Jerod Mayo's history and his wife, of course, went on a loony rant, firing shots at people on Instagram about fake stories and the truth is going to come out and yada, yada. I mean, this guy got handed a job and a fortune, a job that a lot of people have had, I'm sure. And now he's going to turn around and theoretically make it legal? Again, I can only speculate that it means a lawsuit. And I can also only speculate it's going to be something to do with race or racism in this. And you got to wonder, I'm going to put this out there too, folks. Is Robin Glazer going to be part of this lawsuit? All right. There were Albert Breer, some other people put out stories about what her job was. Part of her job was to work somewhat closely or be a right-hand person for Jerod Mayo in some way. That was out there. She handled cultural issues. You got to wonder, is her name going to pop up in this thing? Right? Now, I think she voluntarily left her job. But you got to wonder if there's going to be some kind of an angle there. I know one thing, this is a terrible move if Jerod Mayo decides to go through with this. Because I think there's a world where if Jerod Mayo worked himself up the food chain of some team and matured, that he's going to get another shot. Now, is it going to be soon? No, it's probably 10 or 12 years away. But that's okay. He'll be what, 50? And I said, look, go work for Mike Tomlin. Go work for Jim Harbaugh. Get on a staff and literally inside linebackers coach, then become overall linebackers coach, then become a defensive, figure it out. Work your way up to defensive coordinator so you get the X's and O's part of the job. All right, people forget he wasn't calling plays. It was Steve Belichick and it was Bill. So you can't even describe yourself as some defensive savant out there like Brian Flores can. Yeah, we know he can scheme the hell out of some defense. This is wild. It's wild, but it's not surprising. I mean, what are you doing? Unbelievable. Tell me what you think in the comments section below. Something legal is brewing against Robert Kraft and the Patriots. At least that's the rumor coming from Jerod Mayo. Is it going to be racially motivated? My gut feeling is probably. It's going to scream racism. Maybe they join the Steve Wilkes. Hugh Jackson in on that too. God, he was an awful NFL coach. Brian Flores lawsuit. Maybe they get in on that. Unbelievable. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.